Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. I hope you're well, hope you enjoyed your Wednesday and you're having a good evening. So whatever it is you're up to, just enjoy it. And if you're going to the gym, make sure you do legs. Christmas is coming up and I know some of you won't do legs, so make sure you're doing it. I'm in a good mood and I think you could probably see why if you've been on social media when it comes to Spurs. We're talking Jean-Clair Todibo and the fact that Spurs are officially pushing ahead to sign him. So we'll talk a little bit about the Jean-Clair Todibo situation, as well as a bit of an update on Samuel Iling-Junior. So plenty to get into, plenty to talk about. Just want to say, if you're new, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us. And if you are new, you've missed a trick because I've been on the Jean-Clair Todibo train for a while now. Well ahead of Fabrizio. I'm joking. Let's talk about it. And so, look, I said last night, I was waiting for Fabrizio Romano to kind of drop his bomb as to say what it is Spurs are looking at centre half. And he says, I understand Tottenham have now opened talks to sign Jean-Clair Todibo in January. He's high on Tottenham list. Not an easy deal with OGC Nice. I didn't know that was the thing. But talks now starting. Spurs spoke also to players camp in recent days. He remains on Manchester United's list. Look, he can remain on Manchester United's list. But I said in a previous video earlier, if Manchester United have an issue that they can't get the minority ownership sorted with Jim Ratcliffe, who is the guy that owns Nice, they've also got financial fair play issues. They have to sell before they can buy. Now, don't get me wrong, they might be able to, shoehorn a deal in when they say loan, buy option in the summer, 35 million, whatever. So, it checks out. But to be honest, half the time that doesn't really matter because if the agent has spoken to Spurs, he's gone, yeah, I like what Spurs said. He's then spoken to his client. His client, Jean-Clair Todibo, then goes, yeah, I like that. Wouldn't mind a bit of Spurs, me. To go back to them and say, I'm keen. And then they go back to Spurs and say, we're keen. You've already got through one massive hurdle. The next hurdle, because I don't see it, I spoke in another video today, which, by the way, I've released other videos. Go back and have a watch. What I said was, I don't see financial terms being an issue. Contract-wise, we'll sort it out. He's probably going to get given a 5.5 year deal. Try and match up with some of the other sort of younger players who we want to keep around for a long time. Your Destiny Udogis, your Mickey Van der Vens, Vicarios, all that stuff. I talk about Vicario being young, even though he's mid-20s, just because he's a keeper. See what I mean? So, yeah, look, we are December 20th. Is there a chance that that's done in the first week of January? Call it 2 weeks. If you call it 2 weeks, I'm just going to, I will be honest. I think if you call it 2 weeks, we're sitting at a point where we go, actually, he's in first week of January. We've also got the Burnley game on the 5th of the 5th of January. So could he be in-house for that game? I mean, that would be, for me, a bit of a dream come true because, I don't know about you, when I look at the fact we've got Everton at home on Saturday, we've got Brighton away on Thursday, the 28th of December, we've got Bournemouth at home on the 31st of December, Burnley at home is the 5th of January. It's the first game that we play in January. Romero's got one booking away from missing a game. And to be honest, he was really great earlier on in the season, wasn't really picking up many bookings. So there's a chance that he'd go through all those 3 games without getting booked. So I've got faith that he could. I've also got faith that he might be done in a little bit. But then also, our next game after that is 9 days' time against Manchester United away. And then the game after that is 2 weeks' time after that, which is Brentford at home. So we're not really playing much in January, which gives Ange so much more time to coach up the boys. I think you're going to see from the 5th of January to the middle of January being the United game, and then away to home to Brentford on the last day of the month, you'll start to see our performances go up levels again. And I also think from the 5th of January, you might see, they said Mickey Van der Ven's a possibility for that game. I think that might be one of those that he's on the bench. You're waiting to see. But he looks like he might be fit to play Manchester United. Well, okay, let's say Romero gets suspended. Okay, well, Jean-Clair Todibo's in there, so you've got 2 centre-halves. And you've got time between those games to gel the 2 centre-halves together. That's the way I'm looking at it. I'm trying to be a positive guy. But yeah, no, really exciting news. I just hope that, look, it's the 20th of December. We sort of make, I think, personal terms not going to be an issue. Like I said, I don't think we need to make that breakthrough as such. It's to deal with Nice but you've got a couple of weeks really to get it all sorted before we might truly need him. I hope he's here by Burnley. That's my ambition. I hope he's here like 2nd or 3rd of January. He gets a couple of days of training, maybe a day of training, and boom, off away we go. And he might actually get some minutes against Burnley, hopefully. Also want to say that Paul O'Keefe, someone was tweeting away with him. They had a bit of a Twitter chat, and he was talking about... I'm just going to read you what Paul O'Keefe said, basically. He said that he still believes they'll buy another lefty, so a left centre-back. So 2 new centre-backs over 2 windows. In which order, he's not too sure. I just think that Todibbo's going to be this window. I think the next one's going to be next window. And my bet is Lloyd Kelly. Look, I was right on Todibo. I was right well ahead of everyone else. I'm taking it. I'm bragging about it for once. Let me brag this once. You know I don't do it. I think it's going to be Lloyd Kelly in the summer on a free, which I don't hate. I don't hate at all. You know, you have Phillips, you have a Dorrington, because you're gonna be down a centre half every now and then, and you're gonna need to play out the centre halves. But it also gives you opportunity to rest centre halves. Like, you know, if you want to go, look, he's near a suspension, don't want to risk him. Let's get someone else in there instead. I want to be able to have that. I don't want the drop off to be so alarmingly big. That's all, you know. So yeah, a little bit of good news there. Let's talk Samuel Iling-Junior really quickly, and it came from Tutamakato Webb. I've absolutely mastered that name. And it said that Tottenham, Aston Villa, Brighton have made contact with Juventus over signing Samuel Iling-Junior, although no offers have been made yet. Look, I don't see... If we're genuine into wanting Samuel Iling-Junior, I don't see there being an issue of it being something that we can't get done, to be honest. We've got too many Juventus connections. Juventus know they can sort of deal out with us, no issues. We know the same with them. Look, he's a London boy. Those things play into it. He's probably looking at Ange football going, yeah, looks all right. I mean, don't wrong. I know Villa are doing quite well, but Villa also have quite a few attacking options in the wing areas. I mean, they have a Zaniolo, they have a Diaby, they have a Leon Bailey. God, I nearly forgot about that one. But they've got Leon Bailey. They've got options. I just think we might be able to swoop in there as well. And I tell you what, if we wind up with saying Todibo, Iling-Junior and a midfielder for this window, I think reasonably we can all sit there and say, that's not bad. That's not bad. I think we need to move on a few players, but I think it's a good start. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like on the video if you did. Hit me in the comment section below. Your thoughts and feelings around the Todibo, news that we're pushing ahead to sign him, as well as the news about Samuel Iling-Junior and having that sort of rival interest from Premier League clubs. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.